It'll be fine. Ready?
I'm gonna guess. Yeah.
Hey everyone, happy, I don't know what day it is, June, happy almost end of June, but not end of June, happy third week of June. Welcome to the show that doesn't have a name because it used to be Daily Drop-In and it used to be Teach Better Talk, and now we're on a summer segment. I think, Jeff, this episode's going really well so far.
Happy today.
Happy today.
Which shall officially be known as the day Ray started the podcast the best ever.
You can't actually tell me that you know what this podcast is even called right now. It's Teach Better Talk Summer Edition with Daily Drop-In.
It's Team Drop-In. Team Drop-In is what the artwork says, right?
That's true. And if the artwork says Team Drop-In, then that must be it.
I'm pretty sure this is Teach Better Talk 2.3.
Yeah, Teach Better Talk 2.3. Hi, everyone. Jeff and I are here. My name's Ray Hughart. His name's Jeff Gargas. And we are excited to do an episode a week to kind of continue this podcast. For those of you who may not be aware, this podcast was started, oh my God, Jeff, what do you think, like 3-4 years ago?
August 2018.
Okay. And then it evolved into a daily live streamed morning show that then was kind of
August 2021.
Yep, that was Daily Drop-In. And then we were literally live every single day, Monday through Friday, interviewed guests. We had like all this content. Mm-hmm. Feel free to go back and listen to it. And as we took a summer break, we realized we couldn't just not have episodes. What about our awesome podcast crew? So we are releasing weekly episodes all summer long to kind of keep you up to date on what's going on in the Teach Better team and also talk shop anytime you guys are interested. So, Jeff, you and I actually haven't gotten to talk shop too much. You've been on a trip. I mean, you were speaking at a conference. You were really busy last week. So I feel like I haven't seen you in about 95 years.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. So I called you one day last week while I was on a trip because I felt weird because we hadn't talked. Mm-hmm. And then, I realized this morning, you and I did not speak to each other yesterday. That was a holiday. It was the observed, Monday the 20th was the observation of Juneteenth, but we were both working.
Yeah.
But there was, I don't think we even pinged each other, anything. It was just nothing all day long.
Yeah.
And if I'm being completely honest, I felt a little sick. I'm still, I feel sick.
I am so glad that I have that recorded that
Something
you missed me.
On.
You missed me. It's fine.
Something's going on. I don't know. It was weird. But then this morning, I'm like, oh, gosh, she's pinging me and commenting on stuff. Oh.
Yeah, let me clarify.
I want Monday back.
I looked at my schedule, I think it was last night, because I had a live with Katie last night where we, debuted that the 12-hour live is officially in the Academy, all segmented out. So for those of you who tuned in February, we literally did 12 hours of live professional development streamed on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. And now all those segments, all 17 of them, are cut up into teeny tiny pieces for free access in our academy. So we were talking about that last night, and she mentioned to me, she's like, have you looked at your calendar this week? And honestly, guys, especially over the summer, I don't until the day of. The night before, I might look to be what time does my alarm need to go off? Because, I don't know, that seems relevant. But I hadn't looked, and she was like, Ray, you're really busy this week, and they're all meetings with Jeff.
Why do we have some... well, we do. Yeah, we have... Thursday and Friday we have our mid-year meetings when we meet up with everyone on the team. Well, and that was crazy because I gave I tried to give a lot of options. So I gave 9 or 10 day options, and everyone picked basically everyone picked this Thursday, Friday. So we have 5-hour windows of just which is going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's
back-to-back meeting with the team.
Yeah,
that's going to be a lot of me.
That's how it always happens, though. Anytime, whether you're an administrator or a teacher, giving giving parent signups or staff signups, they always sign up for very similar trends, and you're like, man, had I known that, I may have done it differently.
And so that becomes one really long block versus spread out over because it was dates spread out over 4 weeks, and it's just.
Honestly, the week doesn't look that crazy. The part that looks crazy is there's just no breaks. It's truly 5 hours of every half an hour new meetings. Versus an 8-hour full day is fine, but usually there's 15 minutes here or half an hour here.
Give a chance to breathe, to get lunch,
Well, get lunch, walk the dogs. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's none of that this week. It'll be fun.
No.
And I hate to tell you, I looked ahead at the following week, and it doesn't get any better. It's even busier the next week.
What's next week? We shouldn't have anything next week.
Okay, so there's a few things next week on the calendar, but one thing I am excited about, which, by the way, if you're a podcast listener, this might interest you. We, spur of the moment, last week, based on a conversation in our private Facebook group, decided that the week of the 29th, it's like June 29th and July 1st, we're going to go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, exclusive to our private Facebook group. So you have to be in that group. It's a free Facebook group, so just go join. It's teachbettergroup.com. It'll redirect you there. But we're doing like an exclusive grid method, kind of overview, open Q&A, training, trying to get you to understand what resources you have accessible so you can choose whatever journey you might be interested in. But I know that you were at a conference super busy last week, but in the private Facebook group, there was a lot of activity off of one post. Somebody commented like, hey, does anybody have grid examples? And then it just like blew up of people saying, here's examples. I have more questions. Ooh, I can't wait to follow this conversation. So when our audience tells us they want something, we make it happen.
Yeah, this particular podcast right now is not an example of that, but the live next week is a good example of us listening to what you want and need and trying to do that.
Okay.
So that's you and Katie Miglin, correct?
Yeah, to be fair.
Or you're doing multiple.
I'm forcing Katie to do it with me. Yes.
She's fine. She loves talking about the grid method. She's going to be okay.
I actually just saw her present on the grid method for, I think, the first time on last Friday. So it'll be fun to be live with her. Her and I used to use the grid in the same building in similar content areas when we taught together. So I kind of pulled her in to bring a different perspective. Katie has a very fresh perspective on the grid method because she had some formal training, but also like really took on the confidence of adapting what she felt like needed to be adapted for her students in that current school year. And I feel like in the way she presents content really gives people the freedom to make those professional decisions to say, yes, this is what we recommend, but in this instance, feel free to break the rules. And it's just kind of fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when is that? Did you already say the day and time?
Yeah, so if you guys want to do that, like I said, completely free. We're just trying to open up like the dialogue. It's June 29th and June 29th and July 1st. It's a Wednesday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Essentially, the 29th, we're going to do some like formal training resources, like overview. And the 1st, we're kind of leaving completely open-ended to a Q&A of whatever people want to talk about.
I was gonna say like if we were planning for January, like we were ahead of the game, but like it wouldn't surprise me if Katie was already planning stuff for January.
No. We did talk about the opportunity for 12-hour live to be in the spring, and I was like, Katie, it's June. Like we're talking about February already, really?
We're gonna. That's why it wouldn't surprise me. She probably already has the date figured out. She just hasn't told us yet.
She should.
We gotta get through this conference thing first.
Yeah, did you see all the emails that went out of all those deals that are going out at the conference? I honestly was happy to see them, but I forgot that we were doing all that.
Lots of deals. So I was going to note that the schedule was officially released, so that's out.
I didn't know we were doing that. So I'm really like...
We're just kind of letting Katie do whatever she wants at this point with the conference.
But when was the last time I went to a conference that the schedule was available months and months and months before? Like, that's really cool that even before you buy a ticket, you can look at the conference schedule.
Yeah, you can see that. You can see all the sessions.
Wow.
Part of that is we rolled it out so that all the amazing speakers and presenters that we have submitted proposals and been selected to come out have a chance to look and make sure that they can do the date and time and everything like that. But it's exciting seeing it get off because for a while now we use Sketch. If you don't know Sketch, it's an online platform for essentially for conferences and events. It's been set up for a while, but it's been a whole bunch of open a keynote and then breakout session, but like no details. And now all the details are there and it's all colorful and stuff. It's getting excited. Exciting.
No, it is exciting, and I know that obviously you and I get to be a part of so many of the like background conversations before it becomes public, but I really value, and our ambassadors echoed this in a recent focus group we just did, so I'm glad that our network appreciates this too, the transparency in the Teach Better family. Like truly, it's this concept of we're having a great event. We want you there. We want to make sure it's as personalized to what you need as possible. And yeah, we have all these deals because we don't want teachers to spend their own money. We want you to find a way to get there that's completely affordable for you, or having your district support you in some way with the finances. So like all those deals and discounts are currently being pushed out to our network. And then also, before you buy a ticket, make sure that it's content that you want to consume. Check out our keynote. Check out every single breakout session. You can see kind of the people and the topics. I love that ability for someone to feel confident when they're purchasing their ticket to say, I not only want to go because I'm a part of the Teach Better family, but I want to go because I personally found 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sessions that I know I'm going to. Like, that just feels good versus this blind ticket purchase and you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, so if you were wondering, is this thing going to be just a whole bunch of sessions of Jeff and Ray, don't worry. You can come. It's not that.
Okay, wait. You say that, but I looked at the schedule. I don't think you and I are on the schedule.
We are. We kick it off.
I know, but like...
And then I'm going back to sleep.
I just think it's funny. Like, I think people come to the Teach Better conference, they're like, oh, the Teach Better team is putting on a conference so they can talk. I don't think our team is really on there that much. It's other people.
I look at it like this. This is going to be kind of an offshoot, but I promise come back. So if you don't know who Pat Flynn is, Pat Flynn's a big-time creator on YouTube and other spaces, and I'm connected to him in a few different ways. But he tells a story about what he put on FlynnCon, which is something that he did prior to pandemic, and he had an incredible people come out. But then he also was doing like these random meetups where he would, rent out a restaurant. All of his community would come, and he tells a story about he was there and like a woman walked up and he was like, oh, he recognized her because she was very active in comments and all that stuff, and like he went to introduce and she goes, it's so awesome to meet you, but I'm really not here for you. And he's like, oh, she's like I love you and thank you for doing all this, and that's how we connected, but I'm here for all the people that I don't see on YouTube every day. Yeah. And she just left, and he's like, for a minute he was like, what? And then he goes, oh, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's why I'm like, they're not coming for us, they come for this awesome family.
As they
We'll
should.
get a little bit of the Ray and Jeff show at the start, and then push us to the side. I'll have a beer with you later. Go enjoy all the other awesomeness.
I love it. I want to learn from everybody too. I mean, we're live and pushing out content all the time. It'll be fun to take selfies and hang out with our crew, but I'm excited to grab a beer with everyone. I'm excited to sit in on sessions of educators that I want to learn from. I mean, we had a whole committee reviewing all the proposals, and like I saw a lot of proposals that I want to go sit in. So I'm excited to plan my own schedule for the day, because I have a bunch of hour chunks where I don't have to be anywhere during the conference, so I'm going to be in the sessions.
Honestly, the difference between 2019 and now, like, we have such an awesome team that's helping us doing all the work.
They are,
and you and I get to help everyone else. So it's going to be a different experience, and hopefully we'll get to go and bounce around and goof around in the sessions. Not goof around, pay attention, take detailed notes.
No, y'all know if you apply to be a Teach Better presenter, we're goofing off. You know you are.
I want to go back to, you've mentioned a couple different times, you've said discounts and deals and stuff. Can we, I know I saw at least one that was like get 3, buy 3, or buy 5 and get 1, but like,
kind of.
Tell me more.
Yeah, okay,
like,
so like,
does he have a car?
Full transparency, if you are listening to our podcast, like, you know this already about us, but you should never purchase anything full price because we never want you to. So like, here's the deal. There's 25% off discount codes going out if anybody's a speaker. So like, if you know someone presenting at the conference, make sure you reach out to them before you buy your ticket, because they have a code that you should steal from them, because that's like super helpful. And then there is a deal where it's like, if you buy 5 teacher tickets, you get a leadership ticket for free. So in theory, if you're a principal and you have 5 educators that want to join the fun, like, your ticket would then be free, which I kind of like. I always personally appreciated when my leadership came to conferences that I was attending, because then they're hearing the same message I am. And while I'm always excited to come back and share that information, it's really helpful when the leadership understands the background of where the message is coming from. So I thought, like, we already have groups that are taking advantage of that naturally, so we wanted to make sure that we save them a little bit of money. And then the other thing I love is, as a Teach Better community, we support all educators, right? No matter where you are in the field, whether you're a classroom teacher, a coach, a principal, a director. The deal recently is we have a whole crew of administrators or leadership teams that want to learn the Teach Better mindset. They want to learn the concepts that are being presented. So I want to do a little bit of a special deal for them. We're doing, for every 3 leadership tickets that you purchase, you get 1 free as well. So if you have, I don't know.
So if I'm a district and I have like my 2 principals and assistant principal,
yes,
there would be 3 of them. Me as maybe the superintendent, I would get to then come.
I would also argue like my old middle school had 3 administrators and a bunch of coaches. Like that would even be for a school building as well. So there's a lot of ways to be able to work around it. But the point is, if you're thinking of coming, get a discount.
I don't want to. I mean, you already said it. Like they should know this, that Jeff's about to do something like this anyway. But like I'm thinking, Josh or Stamper tells me everyone's a leader. So like,
it's true.
Just saying.
I know. I don't mean it, like, I feel bad because I know there's, like, ways that things should be done, but y'all know that, like, we would love to cheat the system with you, even though we were part of making the system. So if you have a way that
That's why we know how to cheat it.
I know. It's awesome.
We build the back doors into it. Like,
so if you guys need a way to get a free ticket, just, like, DM us. We'll let you know.
Yes. Oh, it might cost you a basket of fries for Ray.
Ooh, sign me up. I had the best salad the other day. It was so good. With fries.
So when Josh Stamper and I were in Hot Springs for the Hot Springs Technology Institute, shout out to Bryce and the whole team over there. It was awesome. We went to this little place downtown. We stayed downtown, and we went to this place called the Brick House, little bar and grill. We ended up going there twice because the salad was so good.
See?
Like, we went, the first day we got there, we kind of got it in at a weird time. We're like, well, going to a networking thing tonight, like, let's just get something light. Went there and had a salad, and I'm like, and it was just like a grilled chicken salad, And so then the last day, we're like, well, where do you want to go? We're like, oh, let's try something new. And I'm like, I kind of want another salad. And he's like, Josh had soup. He goes, the soup was amazing. So we just went to the same place. Like, a good salad just...
I'm telling you, salad and fries is the way to live.
It was 5 million degrees out, so it's like salad's more like refreshing on a day like that. It was good.
Hey, shout out! There's like a heat wave going on, especially in the U.S. So please be safe.
Yeah, it was 60 degrees yesterday here in Ohio, and it's currently just about 90. So I don't know what's going on.
We're having
just
this
all over the place.
Yeah, same weather here in Chicago as well, where it was like kind of beautiful the like last 3 days, and then now it's 100 degrees again.
If the heat is bothering you, come to Ohio in October. I promise it'll be cooler.
Okay, you say that, but like be careful because you don't control the weather. You don't.
I don't, and like. If you remember 2019, on Friday we had snow, but on Saturday it wasn't cold enough for snow. Like it was
It was gorgeous.
It was cool, but it wasn't. It was beautiful. It wasn't summer weather, but like you could have stood outside and had a drink and stuff like that. But
yeah,
we'll see. Anyway, all right. Do we have anything else to talk about, or can we end this ridiculousness?
Whoa, that seems like really aggressive. Are you not?
No. I didn't. That's not how I meant that. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's how I was just saying because I felt like. I started talking about drinking and salads, and I'm like, what am I doing right now? Like, is this why people are here?
Friends, here's the deal. We appreciate that you are listening to the summer edition of the Team Drop-In that is to still be named the worst podcast of all time.
It's called Team Drop-In.
Teach Better Talk 3.0 / only the OGs are here, and that's okay.
It's like 2.3.21.
Yeah, for those of you who listened to our first episode and followed the instructions... We hope that you received your mystery prize.
Yes.
And while we do have kind of updates that we'll be providing every single week, we also want to make sure that we're providing value to you. We have some topics next week that we want to kind of dive into with you. We just had an awesome mastermind that we would really encourage you guys to take advantage of, especially those of you who are in those leadership positions. Our admin mastermind has a monthly focus, so next week will be our last week kind of wrapping up school scheduling, and then we're getting into strategic planning. So just again, as you guys are thinking through your tidbits of small little bite-sized PD throughout the summer, make sure to continue to tune in, and we'll try and give you little directions that you can go to continue to be better every single day, even while you're hopefully sitting poolside with your family. So it'll be good stuff.
Love it. Go to teachbettergroup.com to get in the Facebook group, or just search Teach Better Team in Facebook, and you'll see our page and then our group. Get in there so you don't miss live next week with Katie and Ray, and then teachbetterconference.com. But look in your email. Make sure you get the deals that Ray's been popping out every week. So.
Hey, also, Jeff, I think you and I are going live on Friday. I saw that on my schedule. Did you know
we
that?
We are live on Friday,
yeah.
I think. Like live? Okay. So you don't even have to do the podcast, then you're gonna get to see us live.
Well, I think we're
interact with us.
No. We're gonna be professionally live on Friday. If you're listening to this podcast, check us out on Friday. We're going to be very professional. and we're talking more about our admin mastermind, some of the conversations we've been having, why we revamped the entire mastermind system, how you can earn badging and credentials. So lots going on this week, but we hope to see you around and continue to celebrate all the things.
Hey guys, I'm not going to be professional.
You're going to be professional.
She thinks I'm going to be professional, but I'm not.
Jeff, take us out.
I was going to keep going. I'm done whispering. What do we say? Oh, so someone commented that they don't care what we talk about as long as we end like that, huh?
Yeah, so you couldn't do it? You couldn't be like, I couldn't be like, Jeff, take us out. And you'd be like, all right, friends. Really?
I wanted to make them wait.
This is the worst podcast of all time. Bye, friends. We appreciate you.
Yes. All right, let's get out there. Let's teach better.